Hi everyone, I treasure home. I'm Nancy, and Merry Christmas Eve! It's Christmas Eve! It's Christmas Eve! So, hi Rebecca. Hello, people on hello TV watchers. Hello chat. Hello replay watchers. Thank you for joining me this Christmas Eve. Anastasia's already in the bed, and let me go turn the light off in the stove. Yes, I forgot. And the king's already in the kitchen. All right. I hope y'all had a safe Christmas Eve so far. Hey, Robin, how you doing? Presents are under the tree. I gotta finish. We're gonna finish wrapping the rest of Anastasia's presents here in just a moment and everything. But first, we're gonna track Santa and see where he's at. All right. Ooh. There it is. He's in Vermont. How about that? Greensboro, Vermont. And then headed for Portsmouth, New Hampshire. He's in the United States. Of course, we have friends like in Australia and all that, and England and Philippines and Singapore and everything. They're like waking up to Christmas morning. I think that's so cool. That is just so cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm charging this phone. I've been busy recording and editing and doing all kinds of fun stuff on the phone. And also, before we start, I want to read Luke 2. So Luke 2, verses 1 and let's see here. Through 20. 1 through 20. And it came to pass in those days that there went a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And this taxing was made by Cyrenius when Cyrenius was governor of Syria. And all went to be taxed, every one to his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee, out of the city of Nazareth, into Judea, unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David, to be taxed with Mary, his espoused wife, being great with child. And so it was that while they were there, the days were accomplished, she should be delivered. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And they were in the same country, shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were so afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Saviour, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you, that ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with an angel a multitude of the heavenly hosts, praising God and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. And it came to pass, as the angels were gone away from them into heaven, the shepherds said one to another, Let us now go even unto Bethlehem to see this thing which is come to pass, which the Lord hath made known unto us. And they came with haste, and found Mary and Joseph and the babe lying in a manger. And when they had seen it, they made known abroad the saying which was told to them concerning this child. And they went, and all that heard it wondered at those things which were told to them by the shepherds. But Mary kept all these things and pondered them in her heart. And the shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all the things that they had heard and seen, and it was told unto them. So, even though, you know, we know the true meaning of Christmas, Jesus' birth, and though it's not really the day he was born, it's still a celebration of new beginnings and new life. And the reason that we celebrate Christmas is because of Jesus coming as a baby to have his ministry, die and rise again. So I'm going to I have the story of St. Nicholas. I'll find it again because I want to read that to y'all tonight also. So, we're going to sit here and we're going to wrap gifts. We're going to read stories and everything. So let me see about finding the story of St. Nicholas. All right, so let's see here. Okay, who is St. Nicholas? The true story of Santa Claus begins with Nicholas, who was born during the 3rd century in the village of Patara in Asia Minor. At the time, the area was Greek and is now on the southern east coast of Turkey. His wealthy parents, who raised him to be a devout Christian, died in an epidemic while Nicholas was still young. Obeying Jesus' words to sell what you own and give the money to the poor, Nicholas used his whole inheritance to assist the needy, the sick, and the suffering. He dedicated his life to serving God and was made Bishop of Myra while still a young man. Bishop Nicholas became known throughout the land for his generosity to those in need, his love for children, and his concern for sailors and ships. Under the Roman Emperor Diocletian, who ruthlessly persecuted Christians, Bishop Nicholas suffered for his faith, was exiled and imprisoned. The prisons were so full of bishops, priests, and deacons there was no room for the real criminals, murderers, thieves, and robbers. After his release, Nicholas attended the Council of Nicaea in AD 325. He died December 6 AD in 343 in Myra and was buried in his cathedral church, where a unique relic called manna formed in his grave. Its liquid substance, said to have healing power, fostered the growth of devotion to Nicholas. The anniversary of his death became the day of celebration, St. Nicholas Day, December 16th, December 19th if you're on the Julian calendar. Through the centuries, many stories and legends have been told of St. Nicholas' life and deeds. These accounts help us to understand his extraordinary character and why he's so beloved and revered as protector and helper of those in need. On this one story tells of a poor man with 3 daughters. In those days, a young woman's father had to offer prospective husbands something of value, a dowry. The larger the dowry, the better the chance that the young woman would find a good husband. Without a dowry, a woman was unlikely to marry. Hey, Heather, how you doing? This poor man's daughters, without dowries, were therefore destined to be sold into slavery. Mysteriously, on 3 different occasions, a bag of gold appeared in their home, providing the needed dowries. The bag of gold, tossed through an open window, are said to have landed in stockings or shoes left before the fire to dry. This led to the custom of children hanging stockings or putting out shoes, eagerly awaiting gifts from St. Nicholas. Sometimes the story is told with gold balls instead of gold bags. That is why 3 gold balls, sometimes represent as oranges, are one of the symbols for St. Nicholas. And so St. Nicholas is a gift giver. One of the oldest stories showing St. Nicholas as a protector of children takes place long after his death. The townspeople of Myra were celebrating the good saint on the eve of his feast day when a band of Arab pirates from Crete came into the district. They stole treasuries from the church of St. Nicholas to take away as booty. As they were leaving town, they snatched a young boy, Basilius, to make into a slave. The emir or ruler selected Basilius to be his personal cupbearer. As not knowing the language, Basilius would not understand what the king said to those around him. So for the next year, Basilius waited on the king, bringing his wine in a beautiful golden cup. For Basilius' parents, devastated at the loss of their only child, the year passed slowly, filled with grief. As the next St. Nicholas feast day approached, Basilius' mother would not join in the festivity, as it was now a day of tragedy. However, she was persuaded to have a simple observance at home, with quiet prayers for Basilius' safekeeping. Meanwhile, as Basilius was fulfilling his task serving the emperor, he was suddenly whisked up and away. St. Nicholas appeared to the terrified boy, blessed him, and set him down at his home back in Myra. Imagine the joy and wonderment when Basilius amazingly appeared before his parents, still holding the king's golden cup. This is the first story told of St. Nicholas protecting children, which became his primary role in the West. Another story tells of three theological students traveling on their way to study in Athens. A wicked innkeeper robbed and murdered them, hiding their remains in a large pickling tub. It so happened that Bishop Nicholas, traveling along the same route, stopped at this very inn. In the night he dreamed of the crime, got up and summoned the innkeeper. As Nicholas prayed earnestly to God, the 3 boys were restored to life and wholeness. In France, the story is told of 3 small children wandering in their play until lost, lured, and captured by an evil butcher. St. Nicholas appears and appeals to God to return them to life and to their families, and so St. Nicholas is the patron and protector of children. Several stories tell of Nicholas and the sea. When he was young, Nicholas sought the holy by making a pilgrimage to the Holy Land. There, as he walked where Jesus walked, he sought to more deeply experience Jesus' life, passion, and resurrection. Returning by sea, a mighty storm threatened to wreck the ship. Nicholas calmly prayed. The terrified sailors were amazed when the wind and waves suddenly calmed, sparing them all. And so St. Nicholas is the patron of sailors and voyagers. Other stories tell of Nicholas saving his people from famine, sparing the lives of innocently accused, and much more. He did many kind and generous deeds in secret, expecting nothing in return. Within a century of his death, he was celebrated as a saint. Today, he is venerated in the East as wonder or miracle worker, and in the West as a patron of a great variety of persons, children, mariners, bankers, pawnbrokers, scholars, orphans, laborers, travelers, merchants, judges, paupers, marriageable maidens, students, children, sailors, victims of judicial mistakes, captives, perfumers, even thieves and murderers. He is known as the friend and protector of all in trouble or need. Sailors claiming St. Nicholas as patron carry stories of his favor and protection far and wide. St. Nicholas chapels were built in many seaports. As his popularity spread during the Middle Ages, he became the patron saint of Apullia, Italy, Sicily, Greece, and France, Lorraine, France, and many cities in Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Italy, Russia, Belgium, of the Netherlands. Following his baptism, Grand Prince Valdemar I brought Saint Nicholas stories and devotion to Saint Nicholas to his homeland, where Saint Nicholas became the most beloved saint. Nicholas was so widely revered that thousands of churches were named for him, including 300 in Belgium, 34 in Rome, 23 in the Netherlands, and more than 400 in England. Nicholas' tomb in Myra became a popular place of pilgrimage. Because of many wars and attacks in the region, some Christians were concerned that access to the tomb might become difficult. For both the religious and commercial advantages of a major pilgrimage site, the Italian cities of Venice and Bari vied to get the Nicholas relics. In the spring of 1087, sailors from Bari succeeded in spreading away the bones, bringing them to Bari, a seaport on the southeast coast of Italy. An impressive church was built over St. Nicholas' crypt, and many faithful journeyed to honor the saint, who rescued children, prisoners, sailors, famine victims, and many others through his compassion, generosity, and the countless miracles attributed to his intercession. The Nicholas Shrine in Bari was one of medieval Europe's great pilgrimage centers, and Nicholas became known as Saint in Bari. To this day, pilgrims and tourists visit Bari's great Basilica di San Nicola. Through the centuries, St. Nicholas has continued to be venerated by Catholics and Orthodox and honored by Protestants. By his examples of generosity to those in need, especially children, St. Nicholas continues to be a model for the compassionate life. Widely celebrated in Europe, St. Nicholas' feast day, December 6th, kept alive the stories of his goodness and generosity. In Germany and Poland, boys dressed up as bishops begged alms for the poor and sometimes for themselves. In the Netherlands and Belgium, St. Nicholas arrived on a steamship from Spain to ride a white horse on his gift-giving rounds. December 6th is still the main day for gift-giving and merrymaking in much of Europe. For example, in the Netherlands, St. Nicholas is celebrated on the 5th, the eve of the day, by sharing candles thrown in the door, chocolates, initial letters, small gifts, and riddles. Dutch children leave carrots and hay in their shoes for the saint's horse, hoping St. Nicholas will exchange them for small gifts. Simple gift-giving in early Advent helps preserve a Christmas Day focus of the Christ child. So I thought that was pretty. I think I gotta stop at a quilt shop on the way up. That was really fun too. Oh, what'd you go do, Robin? We just got home from Christmas dinner with our son Joy. Oh, that is so cool. That is awesome. So yeah, and as the tradition has gone through and everything, the white horse has changed to reindeer because he flies through the night, to deliver presents all over the world. So that is just one, some of the stuff that about Saint Nicholas. All right, come on, you can do that right. So I'm gonna put that link and make sure I turn my volume down. All right. So there's a story of Saint Nicholas. That's the main one that I found because that's the Saint Nicholas Center, and then so there was last one I saw on Instagram, but I don't know if I can share it on YouTube in the chat. I don't know. I'm gonna do this one also. So we went out looking at lights earlier. Of course, milk and cookies out for Santa Claus and the carrots for the reindeer. So there we go. And, just enjoying family all day and just doing all kinds of, I've uploaded videos and edit videos. Oh my goodness. It's been a busy day for everybody. So let me get this wrapping paper over here. So this is the wrapping paper I have. It's Christmas trees. So, and then I'll start showing y'all what I've got for Anastasia. And this thing, they wrapped this on this roll wrong. Alrighty. Hey, come on. There it goes. I got that. That's alright. I like it now because now they have the dotted lines where you can see where to cut. So, alright. So Anastasia likes axolotls. So I got her an axolotl coloring book. And then this is just a notebook. Axolotl drinking bubble tea. Alright. This is it's a unicorn, a half moon right there. And she picked all this out because we were on Temu. She picked it all out. So she knows what she's getting. These are bracelets with crosses on them. So if you ever, wonder what Anastasia likes. And this is it's a bracelet with an axolotl. I'm trying to see if I can read it to you. I want her to be able. Axolotl is a magical animal and has strong vitality. The axolotl can heal and regenerate from injuries and always has a smile on its face. It symbolizes bravery, health, growth, strength, and optimism. I hope you enjoy and have a happy, healthy life. Now, I'll bring those pictures up when I look on them. But then, yeah. So there was one that's green. Yeah. We got blue, purple, and of course, pink. So that's I have to wrap up for tonight. Yeah, the lines help. Oh my goodness, they help so much. And we had gone to look at lights around 6 o'clock, and when we weren't even gone, maybe a half hour or so, where we always go. And no sooner we pull in and park, the fire engines go out. I'm like, really? It's Christmas Eve, people. While I'm sitting here getting the live started, I heard him go out again. I'm like, really? People go home, get home, and stay safe, and just don't go do anything else. You know? All right, let's see how this. I think right there will be all right. See, it's 11:10. We'll check Santa Tracker here in a few minutes. And please be enough. Sometimes I don't get it right. Oh, that'd be all right. Because then this, yeah, that'd be okay. Just a little crooked. But that's all right. Because when I fold it over, it will do that. There we go. Yeah, so I'm glad I made the cinnamon rolls because that was a quick, easy breakfast today. And it'll be a quick, easy breakfast for tomorrow. And then, those little appetizers because we have Christmas dinner. We have Christmas dinner as dinner. So, I know a lot of people have it at lunchtime, but we have ours like 4 o'clock in the evening, afternoon, or whichever way you want to call it. All right, let's see. Now, is that enough for this one? Yes. All right. That was pretty cool. That worked out really well. And I was watching online, everything, how the White House is decorated. Oh my goodness. The First Lady does a wonderful job. It's so beautiful. That was one thing I've always wanted to do, even when I was a kid. It's like go to the White House and see it at Christmas time, or go to, we used to have as a kid, it was always at lunchtime, 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And so when Anastasia's dad and I were in Missouri, it's when we we moved to Missouri and everything. We said Christmas dinner is going to be at Christmas dinner. And that's what we started doing. So Anastasia, I don't know what she did with the tags. So I'm just going to write her name on it. And that way we know these. Well, I'm putting these right here anyway, but and then we have all these little ones. And she told me to put, when I wrap those, to put them on the tree. So y'all get to see me put them on the tree. And I was thinking about sticking one of these. Because I bought, these were like 3 for 99 cents. I'm going to do that. I think that'd be cool. Can you just put that in there like that? Now I'll put the pink one in there. That's what I'll do. Let's put the pink one in there. She's going to be really surprised. Yes, I am left-handed. We're the ones in our right mind. I can write with my right hand, but it's only if I have to. That's when I had carpal tunnel surgery on my left hand, or whatever the release. I had to sign with my right hand. I was like, it's going to be messy. I go, that's okay. Oh, well, yes. Southpaw, whatever. Yeah, Heather, we're in the right lines. All right. So let's see here. Okay. I think I'll have enough to wrap all these right here. My son was saying earlier, he goes, Christmas and it's warm. I thought to myself, it ain't the first time it's been Christmas and warm. That's for sure. It's been Christmas and warm when I was younger. But that's okay. A couple of days after Christmas, it's going to be cold. Are y'all ready for that Arctic air to come back down? It's going to be really cold. It's like, I'm ready. I knew it was coming. And then they talk about January being really bad. Temperatures and our highs like in the single digits, and then snow and ice on top of it. Snow and ice. I'm like, well, better get ready. Low 30s. I know. Because y'all get it first and then we get it. I'm like, oh goodness, here we go. Here we go, a-wandering so green. Here we go, a-wandering so fair to be seen. Love and joy come to you, and to you listen to. La 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 la. La 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 la. When we got back, I put on the Muppets Christmas that they did back in, it said 87. So I guess it was 87. I don't know. We were watching that. And that's the first song that they were singing, Fozzie driving the truck. And that was funny because they're going to surprise his mom, and she took surfing lessons for 3 months to go to California and surprise him and go surfing. And that's when they introduced Fraggle Rock. Y'all remember Fraggle Rock? I can hear the tune in my head, but I can't sing it. Sing or something, but that's all right. Let's see here. Yeah, because this one has this many bracelets in it. And it says bless, bestie, and believe, fearless. It says lucky, but joy, brave, you know. So I could do them separately, but I'm just going to leave them in the bag. And that way, oh, yeah, when I pull out the sewing machine, I have to take basically everything off the table because I don't have a big table to cut, so I will, move stuff around. All right, we could do this one. I remember in high school, and a couple of girls that I hung out with. We weren't really, not like really best friends or anything. Hey, darling, how you doing? I cross-stitched their initial and gave it to them for Christmas. And I'm sitting there wrapping the gifts and everything. And my mom goes, I think it was my sophomore year. Yeah, because that was the first year at the new school. And Mama goes, who wrapped these gifts? And my sister goes, Nancy did. She goes, oh, she does such a great job. I'm like I wasn't supposed to know how to wrap gifts or something or other. I am doing good. I'm super excited for tomorrow. Because, Anastasia has an idea of what she's getting. Some stuff she knows. Some stuff it's still a surprise. So, okay, so that the YouTube channel VAT19, they have what they call mystery boxes that you can buy and purchase, and you don't know what's in the box until you get the box. So this time, she got one for her birthday, and then she got, for $35, she got like 7 to 8 things in one box, and the putty itself is for $15. So I'm like, for the half that box, you buy one gift or 2 gifts, and you've got paid for that box. So that's why we went ahead and did the box again for Christmas. And the box they sent me to, I like to find a fabric company that would send me boxes of fabric at the show. Hey, text me Friday. We'll talk. So, this time when she got different stuff and everything in this box. But one of them is a kind of like a confetti popper though. It's like it's on a button and you put it on the top, and then somebody pushes that button, the confetti just goes everywhere. So she got one for her birthday. That's the box I got her. She got one, and then she ended up with refills for that. And then her mom and dad got her the bigger box, and she ended up with one from there also. So now the box I got for Christmas, she's got 3 of them. They're so much fun. Alrighty, let's see here. Like I said, and these are the crosses. I won't take them out. I'll show you. Because you got pink and turquoise and blue and white or yellow. But yeah, they're the crosses that are in there. All right. So a little heavy. Or all right, come on, don't bend, don't flop over. Alrighty. I think I might just roll this up a couple times because it's heavy. Yeah. We'll get to work. Then the tape wants to stick to my fingers. That's all right. And then they got her an axolotl jacket hoodie. So that was supposed to be for a birthday. But it got late and they got a credit on Temu. Now that's one thing I do like about them. If your package is late, they'll give you a $5 credit. And you get to still, you still keep it. And I had stuff that was that mail people try to steal. Not only did Temu send me replacements, they gave me my money back and said if you got the other package, still keep it. So I was like, okay, I'm cool with that. Let's fold that one over. So, and they do have local warehouse, and then they have, but I can't say, well, I've tried. The local warehouse is what charges for shipping. Whereas if you go exactly through Temu, they don't charge you for shipping. And if you're looking to start to be an affiliate with somebody, that's the most easiest ones to do. Because I don't think they had a criteria about subscriber account or whatever, like most people do. All right, we got one more. And we still have paper left over. How about that? That's pretty cool. I was trying to see if I had anything else to wrap. That'd be nice. No, that's all right. All right, let's see how do this one. Alrighty. Yeah, some people are getting a white Christmas. Most of us aren't. Oh, getting down to the end of the tape. No, I'm not. Sounded like it. But I know one thing. Like it's either Sunday or Monday, our high is only supposed to be like 9 degrees or something like that. I'm glad. Don't have to go anywhere. No doctor's appointments or anything. It's so good. Alright, so now we're going to put them on the tree. see here. Oh. I'll almost put that one right there. I'm gonna make sure I get some heavy branches. Stick them inside the branches, to see. I won't go far back over that side. And we'll put one down here, and we'll stick one right there. 1 year, I think someone forgot where one was at, and we didn't find it until we would take it down the tree. It was funny. So there we go. All done. I edit videos for Her Treasure Home and the cooking channel, and then uploaded it, and then edited them there on all that stuff and the descriptions and everything. So that was my day. Just busy. All right. So let's see. Santa Tracker. All right, Mr. NORAD. Where is Santa? Oh. He just left last spot, Lexington, Kentucky, and headed to Laredo, Tennessee. So there he is. So, that's so cool. Oh, now he's headed to Chattanooga, Tennessee. Here he comes. Better be in the bed sleeping. So that's so cool. I don't know how long they've been doing it. They've been doing this for a long time. I know, not as far as like being up on the computer, but I remember probably in the late 80s, our weatherman was sitting there saying, okay, he's here and he's there, and because I want to see when he comes over Ohio. And then we're going to see. So apparently, see this mouse. There we go. Apparently he's already been to the East Coast, Robin. He's already been on the East Coast. That's pretty cool because he's already, over here this way. Yeah. All right. We're going to work on this blanket some more. To the cinnamon. Oh, no, I have not. I have to go look that up. To the Cinnamon Bears Old Time Story. No, I haven't heard that. So, all right, now he's headed to Montgomery, Alabama, and then headed for Hidland, Alabama. Uh-oh, he's spinning. He's done nothing but spinning. Oh, no. Maybe I have to go out and go back in. There we go. It fixed. And now he's headed to Headland, Alabama. See, he was in Montgomery. So I'm wondering, oh, see, I can sit here. Let's see here. Let's zoom out. That's Tallahassee. Because the thing we can do, oh, has he already been to Columbus? That's Columbus, Georgia. Oh, no, no. No, I don't want you doing that. He's headed to Pensacola, Florida. I want to see the map. Not that way. I want to zoom out. See, I used to zoom out. All right, stop. Indiana. Okay. Zoom out again. Trying to work through this map. I think he's already been here. All right, come on. I want to go north. Cancun, Mexico is where he's headed to now. So he's over the ocean. That's not what I want to see. Yes, he's been to Columbus already. He was already past here. Oh my goodness. So that probably like 30 minutes ago. But now he's headed to Cancun, Mexico. Well, yeah, can't just. So, let's see if y'all can see all the gifts. I don't know if y'all can see them. Also, what I just did was wrapping stuff and everything. Okay, sweet. Alrighty. I don't know. It didn't look like he'd been through Missouri yet. Because I think he's like, it's like he comes across, he starts there and goes down and goes up like this or like this. So then he's going down because he ain't done all the United States yet. Oh, thank you, Darlene. All right, let's see here. Did you put the link in the chat, Heather? Okay, I got it. Oh, that's okay. I had to sit there and share out Anastasia. Nice. Yeah. I'll have to I'll share that with Anastasia. That'd be cool. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm trying to see here. So now he's headed to Brazil. Nope, he hasn't even gotten to the middle of the United States yet. Just the East Coast. So it depends on what he's going to Belize City in Belize. Whether person you look to or watch or whatever depends on where Ohio is. You're either in the Midwest or you're considered part of the Mid Atlantic. I'm like, we can't be both. Which one is it? I always thought it was growing up. We were told Ohio was part of the Mid Atlantic states. Because you have the New England and then the Mid Atlantic. Then it's the Midwest, and then you have the West or whatever. And I'm just like, now we're considered the Midwest, and then one of them will say we're the Atlantic states. So, like, make up y'all's mind where you want to put us. And I like my tea sweet. I can't. If I have to drink it unsweetened, fine. And this is the tea bag, but this girl likes the tea sweet. I think it was here when we moved here. We went to a restaurant and they were unsweetened or sweet tea, and it's like, okay. It's been a while since I've heard people ask that, but I was like, sweet tea. They don't know how to make sweet tea here. Not one time. No. Now, our Shoney's here has closed down, and it was Shoney's and Fisher's Big Boy. They've all closed down here in this area. So the Drew's toy comes over the radio. The Drew kids were set. Yep, that's right. Now that's what her and I have been listening to. I gotta get the radio station name. I don't need that. It is. It's called the Merry Beggars. Relevant Radio. That's what it's called. Let's see if I can get this. I can share it. Share. Copy link. Now they did the Christmas Carol, Scrooge, and everything, and that's really good. It's like listening to the radio again. And I said, Anastasia. When they started it, I said, look, this is how we used to listen to stories on the radio. Would you like to listen to it? She goes, yeah. It's so good also. Yeah, there you go. And I'm like, it's just like, and it's like between 5 and 8 minutes each little episode, but the different characters and everything that they do. So now he left Honduras, now he's going to El Salvador. And we have really enjoyed, listening to it and everything. Yes, the story comes over the radio. Yeah, yeah. I was like, just like we used to listen to the radio and everything. Um, we had the Bible Broadcasting Network that was out of Ashland, Ashland, Virginia, because my brother worked there also. And then oh, let me think. I gotta think. And it was Moody Radio, but I cannot. If I look it up, I could find the name of it. But like different Christians, their story on in the radio format, you know, how they would tell it. Some of them were like one parts or two parts. Um, like the baseball player. I want to say his last name is Robinson. Oh my goodness gracious. Um, Let me look it up. And then now Dr. James Dobson and them. It was them and a couple others. They had Muppets that they went around to different churches and they did. And then they had the radio show. So we used to call them and you could call in and ask a question and you'd be on the radio. I like doing that too. I got in the tracker. Oh my goodness. All right. And Bible Broadcasting Network. Let's see here. Nope. I want to. Oh, come on. There we go. Programs. Okay, Venture and Odyssey was on there. Bit of Heaven, Captain's Club, Chesapeake, Captain Chesapeake, and Sparkle. That's who it was. I remember being Anastasia's age, or maybe a little bit younger, and seeing them come to our church and do their skits and everything. Tiny Bouquet, Unshackled. That's what it's called. And that was how we listened to. That's when we listened to the radio. That's what we did. And I remember that would come on every night at 9:00. Well, about 9:00, 9:30 or so. And I would always wait for that to come on, and I would fall asleep right at the end, or I would fall asleep and wake up, and it'd be at the end. I'm like, so that fall asleep for 30 minutes or wake up thing is I've always done it. It's actually nothing new. Because I wake up and either I'd be at the end of the program, because someone would, I don't know if it's 30 minutes or an hour. And I said, oh, I can lay here and I wake up. Either it'd be over or I heard the end of it and I'll be so upset. And I'm like, all righty. So then, you go to the bathroom, whatever. So that, okay, so yeah, we just learned something new, that going to sleep 30-minute pattern or whatever and wake up, and I've always done it. So there ain't nothing new. So it ain't because of my age. So the next time the doctor says, well, it's because of your age, tell them, wait a minute, I've been doing this since I was a teenager. What does that age have to do with it? Or a kid, what does age have to do with it? Because see, they don't have the answer. That's what they want to put off. Oh, it's because of your age. I'm like, no, it's not. I've been doing it. Uh, stuff since I was 6 years old. Well, you want to go to the urologist? I'm like, no, I didn't go to one back then. Why do I need to go to one now? I'm like, I don't think so. I'm good. Y'all done poked and prodded me enough. I don't want no more blood clots. So you ain't doing nothing to. And they say, Doctor, I can't say her name. Did my cardiologist did the surgery? No. Didn't have to warn me about blood clots or nothing else like that. And they one that did that cortisone shot. He never sit there and told me anything that was a possibility or anything. He ain't touching me at all. So, now, now, I like to tell you, yeah, they're not. And some people have to be on blood thinners the rest of their life. I took it for 3 months. I said, all right, Lord, you're going to do this in 3 months because I don't want to be on this no more. Now, it worries, I say it worries me. The back of my knee, when it starts to where my leg hurts, I was like, okay, something's not right. Exactly. So I emailed my doctor. This is last year. So, yeah, last year. And what happened is this chair, because of the cushion part, it's flat now. My back of my leg has this metal piece, chair, or whatever it is. So that puts pressure or whatever on the back of my leg. I've tried everything, every pillow, every cushion. As I think I don't know if I want to really do that. We cushion this itself. That'd be too. We'll see. I might just save up to get me another chair because we had that rocking chair, and what that was doing was putting pressure on my thighs because, of course, I was heavier from sitting in that rocking chair, so that wasn't wide enough, and that was hurting. So I saved up to get this chair, and they had Amazon and Walmart. I got it through Walmart, and then I didn't save the box or anything. I could have returned it, but that meant taking it apart, putting it in the car, taking it up to the store. I was 24. I know now I only fall asleep all the time. Oh, goodness. That's funny. But I know what you mean. Like I said, my mom, she worked at a grocery store, so she was on her feet 8 hours a day. And then, my dad worked at a printing press. So I know they would sit down after supper and sit in the recliners and fall asleep. And my mom would fall asleep. And so 7 o'clock, Wheel of Fortune would come on. 7:30, Jeopardy. So it never failed. She'd fall asleep. So my dad would have the remote. He'd change the channel. I mean, she'd be sleeping, snoring, and everything. Why'd you change that? I was watching it. Go, you're asleep. No, I won't. So we had the big original um, VHS recorders. So they were like this big. The big camcorder, what I call camcorders, cameras, and they're like you put it on your shoulder. And she got one. So she didn't believe us. So I took and filmed her one night. She fell asleep. She was sitting there sound asleep, not watching no TV. My dad changed it. changed it. I was watching it. Why'd you change that? We were laughing. She goes, what you laughing at? I said, because you're on camera. She got so mad we recorded it, and I played it right back, right then on it there for her to see. You see, you were asleep. Stop fussing. Yep. Oh my goodness, we filmed everything. From TV shows to football games. VCR hooked up to the TV. It was so funny. I was expecting Anastasia's dad. So I was about like 8 months or so. And my oldest one he hadn't turned, he's probably 2.5 because he ain't turned 3 yet. No, he was 3. Yeah. Anyway, and the VCR wasn't working or anything. And my mom kept telling him, don't go behind the TV because the TV was kind of corner, so you could get behind the TV. She goes, just wait till your papa comes home and fix it. I know what I'm doing. He's 3 telling, I know what I'm doing. He goes around, puts the coax cables, the red, yellow, and black. He puts them in the right place, and that thing started working. She goes, how did he know how to do that? I said, because he's smart. I said, because he watches and he's smart. It was so funny. Yep. I don't know what happened to all those. We don't have a VHS player anymore. Apparently, years ago, we don't talk to them. That's a long story. A lot of things happened. He blames, well, he blames me for everything that happened to them when they were little. But also my family told him it was my fault. And then back in 2012, he did some things that I just told him he had to leave and putting the rest of us in jeopardy. So he has a lot of, I'm saying a lot of issues, but a lot of bitterness and anger that he won't let go. So and at this point in time, if he would sit there and want to have something to do with us, his brother upstairs, wouldn't have it. So, we have family, and there's family we just don't have nothing to do with. Because of the simple fact, I like my peace. Like you said, you can love people from a distance. You forgive people from a distance. You can forgive people who have passed on and everything, because the forgiveness is, yes, them, but it's for you that you don't keep that bitterness and anger and hurt built up. And, and that gives you stress because I, you know, you just still mad at what they did. And I heard it this way: being mad at somebody else who doesn't give anything about care about you no more, don't worry about you anything anymore. It's like you're being mad at them. You're drinking the poison, wanting that to affect the person that you're mad at. It doesn't affect the person you're mad at or anger or bitterness at anymore. It's affecting you. So that's why God said, forgive, because He knows what it does to your what it would do to your body and do to your mind. And science has proven it now. Yep. So, and I had said a long time ago, once I left, I wouldn't have nothing to do with them anymore. And every time I tried to leave, they would do something to cause me to stay. And I was like, the last time, that was the last time. You know, and then, hey, Christy Betts, how you doing? Merry Christmas. Hey, Indian Hemlock. Merry Christmas. Really? Somebody's out there shooting a gun. They're that way. Oh, well. I'm not going to go look. Two. I don't think it's firecrackers because it didn't sound like that way. And no, don't mind. I am not going out there. I am not opening the door to look. I am looking out the window. My sun hasn't come down. So as long as it stays out there and doesn't bother us, we're good to go. And I'm trying to make sure I'm doing what I'm doing right. Oh, Lordy. Like I said, the fire department's already been out a few times already. And that's like, really, people, it's Christmas Eve. Behave. Just behave. It's warm. There's no need. I mean, it's not that bad. Yes, Santa was here about 11 o'clock or so. I missed him. All right, so now he's in Guatemala. So he went in Ontario, Mexico. So he's coming back up through Mexico. And we're going to sit down and watch him. Now, they put up right here in back of us those supposed to be those sensor things that when someone does shoot a poo poo, that they can pinpoint where it comes from. Now sometimes, and then it's supposed to send the cops out. You never hear the sirens for that. That's like a silent 911 thing. So, all right. On that note, if you're in a situation and you can't talk, but you can have your phone and you can call you can call 911 and not say anything. Now they should be able to. Used to, you have to give your location. The way the technology is, I think they can pinpoint your phone now, where it's, as long as you have location thing on. But I remember, oh my goodness, years ago, we used to call 911 from the landline. What's your emergency? 911, what's your emergency? And you have to give them the emergency. I started doing stuff. I have a neighbor out here where I live in the country. She used to be out in the country's fine, just all these apartments around here. I can see out in the country because I be practicing too. But I got so tired of them asking what's the emergency first. I'm like, well, no, duh, there is an emergency. I'm calling you. Ask me my address first. I can tell the difference and I always count. Yeah, because kind of like those who on the farm and everything and know how to shoot those, there's like, sometimes depends on what kind type you have. You can count in between. And that's what I was counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that stopped. Then there was 1, 2. But the first one was like pop, 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 pop. And I'm just like, I don't think that was firecrackers. And some firecrackers do that. Granted, I understand that. And it could be firecrackers out there because we have a store now here in Columbus that sells fireworks all year round because fireworks here are legal in the city limits and everything. So that's been changed. So it could have well been fireworks. I don't know. I don't hear no wee, wee, wee. It'd probably be the wee, wee, wee. I got burned. I burned my hand off. I was like a firework. You light the sucker and you run. Or you get those long matches like that, so you at least have 12 inches away from you when you're lighting the firework, and then you run. You know? Common sense. Ooh, oh yeah, I won't go there. But common sense, Yeah, midnight, that's true, it's midnight. Well, yeah, it's quit now. Most likely it was fireworks. But I'm like, okay, that's new to me. Maybe they're what if they're laying fireworks for Santa to be here, they know that they're out of luck because he's already been over our state. Now he's over. Now he's headed to New Orleans, Louisiana. Oh, well, this won't stay. That I'm going to Louisiana. Oh, when the saints come marching in. Oh, when the saints come marching in. Oh, Lord, I want to be in the number when the saints come marching in. They play that a lot with jazz. I'm still off, but I don't know where I've got the off. I'll fix it on the next row. You better watch out. You better not cry. Better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Now the houses that we went go to see, this neighborhood about a mile down the road. Um, they had the for your my 26 goals. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna write them down. Um, a lot more of the crafts and everything in my cookbook. You know, and my other book that I was writing, have started writing. I have a friend that's I don't want to say retired military, but he's in the reserves, helping me with information about different types of stuff I have technical questions about because I don't know because I don't deal with stuff like that anymore as far as weapons and everything. So he's helped me out with that. So and I told him he will get credit for. Hi, night, darling. Merry Christmas. Santa is heading to Tupelo, Mississippi in 43 seconds, 42. He was at Lake Charles, Louisiana. So, yeah, I told, he goes, I don't have, I'm like, yes, because, he's helped me so much with the technical stuff. So, I've got that I'm doing, like I said, the sewing projects. I've got that amigurumi I need to do for leisure arts. Um, of course, more crochet projects. I've got all those scarves that I still have. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with them. I know a couple of them. Once I get to my 4,000 hours, I'll be having some of those in the giveaway. And I'm going to tell you, when you sit there and tell the Lord you're going to do something, He'll hold you to it. I sat there and said, I wanted to crochet scarves, take them up to the fire station, give them to the firefighters so they can give them out at wintertime or, whenever or throughout the year for, people that got to go to fires and everything. I think maybe that's the only sold one. Because I keep going, because what are you going to do? Like, what am I going to the fire station? Um, so, yeah, I've got to figure that one out. I'm quite sure if I ask my son nicely, if he just run me up to the fire station so I can give these scarves to them so they can hand them out when people at fires or whatever, he wouldn't mind. It's 3 blocks up the road. So, yeah, like I said, when you tell the Lord you're going to do something, He'll hold you to it. I've wanted a restaurant for years. Ever since I was 18, 19 years old, I said I wanted a restaurant. I heard from my family, that's not what you need to do. You don't need to do that. You'll never be able to do that, all that stuff. So, yeah, that's some of it I don't, not around them anymore. Let's see. So I'm like, okay. So you can find, it's called venture capitalists, people who, that's what they do is help people start a business. I don't have a business plan. I have tried many times over the years to make a business plan. I just don't know how to do it. I took free classes on how to do it. I still cannot write a business plan. Yeah, we have AI tools now who can write a business plan, but to me, that's still not the same. I want a person I can sit down with, tell them my idea, and come up with a business plan. So I really believe, or I really feel like the Lord is waiting for me to finish my cookbook and have make a menu that would be in the restaurant. And then I think everything else will fall into place. Sometimes He's waiting on for us to do something. And I'm waiting, okay. And once I have this money, then I'll sit there and make the menu plan. Or once I have the money, then I can write the cookbook. And maybe sometimes it's just that's the opposite. So my goal is, okay, between doing both channels and making videos, and I've put myself back on a schedule so that I can get these things done. Crocheting is a way to relax at nighttime after, sitting at the computer, which I do all the time. Get up and go to the bathroom or go fix something to eat, doing different things. And I do take breaks when I'm doing this because I'll do a row or do some stitches, then I have to set it down. And the same way with sewing, because, all right, I can have all my material right here. The sewing machine would be right here, but I've got to sit up, or because if I scoot this chair too close to the table, I can't turn it and flip around or anything like that. So it's like up right here. So I sew a little bit, sit back. Sew a little bit, sit back. Okay, that's all right. Now he's St. Louis, Missouri. He just left Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Oh, Kansas. So, Rebecca, he's not far from you. St. Louis, Missouri. In 1 minute and 4 seconds. That's where he's headed. Woohoo! So, and then I have cross stitch projects I want to do. I was so much of trying to use up the yarn that I have so I could buy more yarn. Because that was one of my goals, to use up. I know, it was so cold. So now he's passing St. Louis, Missouri, 26 seconds. And because I had yarn I want to use up before I bought any more. But Red Heart Yarn Inspirations keeps coming out with new Red Heart, the itty bitty stripes. Oh my goodness, I love those colors. I was like, I can make so much stuff with that. But I was like, I still got stuff over there I need to use up. So there is one that I need to get. I don't think they have the color anymore. And if they don't, like, oh my goodness. It's a Caron, it's a Caron one. Oakland Park, Kansas is where he's at now. See, I don't understand they do. Why can't they? It's in Kansas. How did he even mess Columbia and all them? So I'm trying to think. St. Louis is over here, right? Or St. Louis was over here. Kansas City's this way. So he can go from St. Louis to Kansas without going through Columbia and Springfield and Nixa and all those other ones. I don't understand that. Why? What are you doing? Oh, goodness gracious. All right. So, and then the socks. I want to make socks. And yeah, see now, tomorrow night, uh, after we take the tree down, well, I still have room. I can sit down up on the bed and show you all this fabric and stuff. Yeah, see, that all makes sense. St. Louis, Kansas City. But you're going to Overland Park, Kansas, which is way down here, and you ain't gone because they went from Louisiana to St. Louis, and then see now he's going back to Peoria, Illinois. Oh my goodness, Santa, you need help with your map. This is unbelievable. So now he's back up here, Illinois. Maybe he didn't express that. That's how I'm thinking. I have espresso, but I don't. Well, the coffee I have is the Cafe, whatever. It's the yellow can. It's supposed to be like coffee espresso, but that don't keep me up. Coffee has never kept me up. Well, maybe when I was a teenager or something other, but as the years went on, coffee doesn't keep me up. I just drink it for the flavor. And I do have a little thing of it's just espresso coffee, but I use that for cooking, and I have instant coffee for just in case we lose power. You know. Yeah, pure Illinois. So, that's underneath here. Um, let's see if I can get that. Yeah, I'm gonna take a notebook and I'm gonna write down the goals because that's one of the things I'm gonna do for one of the lives. Talking about the 2026 goals. Now we don't need to be losing no power because there ain't no storm, no nothing. See, I told you this place is nuts. So what? We're supposed to be like only in the 30s tonight because tomorrow is supposed to be. All right, let's see. I'll leave that like that. My chat is working tonight. Exactly. All right, so tomorrow night I'll show what we got for Christmas and everything. We'll talk about that. Friday night is cooking. And on the cooking channel, I'm doing 2 30-minute meals. We're going to see if we can make 2 30-minute meals and what ingredients will work for those 30-minute meals and have something good. And appetizers in between, do that too. Saturday is, I'll do a little bit of a Bible study Saturday. But those are that Saturday night is going to be setting goals and the goals for the new year. Then Sunday will be the blanket sewing. I want to get the sewing machine out because there's something I want to sew. We'll talk about the weather because by Sunday it's supposed to be nice and cold again. On Monday is the high is supposed to be like 9 degrees or something. I was like, oh, okay. But Monday is going to be, I'm going to do situation awareness, spotting scammers through texting, emails, if you're on Instagram or Facebook, how you can tell. Besides the fact that they use these generals and higher rank officers and military and everything and act like that's supposed to be them. Like, yeah, I don't think so. That's so funny. And see, the next Tuesday will be I have no idea why I wrote this down. For a Tuesday, cooking dairy free. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe cooking something next Tuesday night on here. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Why did I write this down? And I keep staring at it, and it's like it's not clicking yet. So it was probably because I said cooking dairy free 10:45, OTH marathon 11:45. So I did write that down like that, and I think I was lost in my days. All right, he's in Munster, Indiana. He just left Des Moines, Iowa. That's not the monsters. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, goodness. All right, so what did I put down? For some reason, I must have thought that said Friday. And Tuesday. Because I wouldn't be, I mean, I can cook something on our treasure home, but not the cooking channel. But I wrote that down. So I think I must have thought that was, I was just sitting here writing. So I'm going to put Tuesday. All right. So, yeah. Oh. I'll probably remember later on. I need to pull the planned out and dial and everything, trying to get my sewing room all set up so maybe I can do something with my aprons and more. See, yeah, exactly. I know, because Rebecca showed me how to take the yarn. So, your yarn comes like this, and she showed me how she rolls it in the balls and everything. And it does. It takes up less room like that than it does just leaving it like that. So, I mean, I've used up a lot of yarn. Yeah, I know, Heather. I was like, I did those videos. So the day I was like, because usually Mondays is the day I edit my videos and upload them, and I post them out so I have time to go edit and everything. And I'm like, I'm getting behind. If I get behind editing videos and posting, then one or two get lost somewhere along the line, and then I'll remember, oh, I made that video. Have I posted it yet? And I've done that a lot, and I was like, this year, that was one thing I was promised myself, not to get too far behind, because then what you think you've uploaded and posted, you didn't, and it's like, so that's why there's 2 videos for the cooking and 2 videos for our treasure home. And so, your name's at Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So I'm like, as long as so you can use, it's called YT Create. It's YouTube Create. It's their own app. So you can go in there and add all the little things and it's their music that they have. If you upload it on your laptop or computer and you go through the editor, it's their same music because it's YouTube. And that's just a whole lot easier. That's when I was doing crocheting the Christmas scarf. That's what I did. I went through there and put the music on. So there, I was looking at the ink spot and make sure it wasn't a splinter. So I was like, oh no. Yeah, that's the ink spot. And that way, all I have to do is put it all together, upload it, and schedule it out. That's one of your best friends you can ever have when it comes to videos. Is when it says when you want to, you can pick a date and a time to schedule out 3 or 4 days if you know you're busy, and that way then you can go in later and make your title, do your description, and all the other stuff that needs to be done. Say New Cyrus, Wisconsin. So when in the world did he? Oh my goodness gracious! All right, let me see this. Come on, where are you at? There we go. All right, so here was. Let me see this. Now it's upside down. All right, Madison, Wisconsin. Now which way are you going? Let's see here. Okay, that's St. Louis, Missouri. Des Moines, Iowa. Come on, work with me. St. Louis, Eureka Springs. No, he still hasn't been to Columbia. So I don't know what they're doing. They're kind of like all over. Alrighty, you have a good night, Heather. Merry Christmas to you and your family. So yeah, and then Wednesday, which is New Year's Eve, we'll make the Chex Party Mix for New Year's Day, or because I'm making 2 things. Some will be one for the. That's probably why I wrote down cooking there. But I was trying to do a video, so do Chex Mix, and then make it again. So some of it I'll divide it in half, my ingredients, and then make the Chex Mix for the live Wednesday, New Year's Eve, and show you how I make ours. And then next Thursday is New Year's Eve. New Year's Day. It's like, oh my goodness. Because they sit there and like, okay, this and this. Oh, yeah, I got time, that's a week away. And then all of a sudden you look at it, it's like, oh, it's a month away. It's like, oh, wow. When you're doing things every day. All right, Chicago, Illinois. So he's going back and forth. So now he's back in Illinois. So, yeah. So I've just got this. That's just this little one. So what I do is I'll just cross out when it says 23. I'll put the current year there and just, fix it to where I know the day is what day it is. Because it was like, so I still have, so like say it's January 20 through 2023. I can just mark that out and say 2026. So you just mark it out. So old calendars, you still can use them. So like this one, I went ahead and at the date, what the day is, instead of what the date actually is, I'll put the date it's going to be with the number date. So it's like I said, the 8th is going to be a Thursday and not a Sunday. So, because that was 2 years ago. So I just scratch it out, put like, so the 2nd's a Friday. So I put Friday up there and I scratched, through the days and then put Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and line it up with like the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and all. So with like on these, this is what I would write if I'm doing, like, so Friday would be cooking dairy free. And I know I go live at 10:45. So I'll write that down. I'll write cooking dairy free, 10:45, live 10:45. That way I am keeping track. Then I'll write down, if I think I know what I'm going to do that night, I'll write it down. If I don't, I just know, okay, that's one thing I'm doing Friday. And then, okay, now he's in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. He's just all going all over the place. So, but then I've got my notebook where I write down the recipes that I'm doing when I like baking I made a gingerbread bread. So I've got the recipe written down. So the turkey sausage appetizers came out tonight. The bread recipe will be tomorrow, I think, or Friday, because I'm trying to catch up on doing the recipes for the cooking channel. And then I got a card from Gail, and then I got the things from Karma that I showed last night. But I do have a video for her that I did. I went in, made the video, uploaded it to the channel, scheduled it out for tomorrow, and tomorrow late, so that I can go in there and edit, do what I need to do, and then I can change the time that you want through the video release. So I scheduled it for 10 o'clock, but tomorrow after we open gifts and everything, and we're all doing our thing, I'll sit here and go and make the title, the description, everything, and I can change the time I want the video to be released. So that way, that relieves pressure off of you going, oh no, I gotta get this up and everything. That is one of your best friends, is to schedule it out. So like when I was doing that, like on the weekends, I would make 3 videos, cooking videos. Well, then I can upload it, do the app, the UI to create, do that app, do what I needed there, upload it to your channel, and then when you put public and it says schedule, then you hit schedule, and so then in a month we're saying we've got the 29th and the 31st. Well, if you made a video over the weekend and you don't have time, you can upload it, have it put there for the 29th, scheduled. So on the month, you would click the 29th. Then it asks you for the time. Well, you can make it in whatever time, but I always put mine like 10 o'clock or so, and then hit save. So that way it gives me time If I don't have time in the morning to do it, I've got time in the afternoon to go in there, make the title, put the description and everything. Then I can change it between, if I want to do it at 6 o'clock, between 7 and 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, or 7:30. But they do have like 6:15, 6:30, 6:45, and then 7. So it's every 15 minutes, you can choose what time to have your video released. So I like that. I like that. Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I apologize to all my Canadian friends. Canada, I will say Canada, Canadian friends, because I was born and raised in Virginia. And so I still have that southern accent every once in a while, and that's how we were taught to say Canada. And if you were from Canada, you were Canadian. That's what we were taught. And it won't ever change. So Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then now he is headed to Sand Lakes Provincial Park, Manitoba. And he's up there on the snow is. I didn't get no snow. Not yet. Just wait. It's coming. The snow is coming. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Since we know a place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. You really hold me tight. All the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. So, yeah, and then sewing projects. Now, some of them I need a backing to, some of them I need a batting for. So, I had to plan all that out. And then, one day I'm going to show you really get into all the stuff that Cynthia sent me and show y'all that I got. Oh, not all. It's just a lot. We'll go through it. And everything. And I still have material that's in storage. I have a snowman panel that I wanted to do, but I'm not going to, not going to dig through all that stuff just to get that. Because I have a Grinch one, and then I have a manger scene one that I did and everything. So, but I didn't get the dowel rod or anything to hang it up, so I have it taped up. And those are in the reels the shorts that I posted. And all. So, got that done. I think this is going to take up more yarn than I thought. That's all right. I was just taking one step at a time. I could have done the rectangle granny square, but I wanted a blanket that's more, I don't want to say tight knit, which is basically what this is. It's not as open as far as crochet goes. I mean, you still can see, it still has some ways you can see through it, but it's not like the rectangle square. It's more like a wintertime blanket than a springtime blanket. I say Prince Albert. I know how to say it. Hold on. So Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. I said it, Saskatchewan, Canada. Because I could hear what I did is think of the other people I listened to and like, oh wait a minute, I heard the guy from Brother on the Go say this for us. So think of what he says and how he says it. They were watching Santa Claus, Tim Allen, and when the boy Charlie was little, the very first one, and his stepfather Neil was a psychiatrist or whatever, and he was asking little boy Charlie, well, how does Santa Claus get to, you know, deliver all those toys in one night and everything, all those kids, and then the little boy answers him, well, not everybody celebrates Christmas. I was like, oh my goodness. So, but that's true. Not everybody celebrates Christmas. There are people who celebrate other holidays and not Christmas, and there's just some people who don't like Christmas and don't celebrate it. But for the majority, people celebrate Christmas. But he was getting all kinds of answers of why this and how Santa gets to deliver all the toys and everything. Oh, I thought that was funny. Because at first, I was debating going live tonight, whatever. I'm just like, Christmas Eve, everybody be in the bed early, here early. I'm like, still can go live. There'll be people who'll be up, and there are people who may not have anybody and just need to have somebody to listen to or chat in the chat, everything. I know, like I said, I would go to bed, lay down for 30 minutes, wake up, and then I just lay there. I was like, what in the world? But as I'm sitting here talking to y'all and everything, I remember, I've been doing that for a long time. I have a radio that has, oh my goodness. I got when I was like 13. And it has the different sounds you can put on there, whether it's rain or the ocean or the mountain stream and stuff and everything. And like the thunder, lightning type sound. And I'm like, I've plugged it in about, oh my goodness, this was about 5 years ago. It was still working, and one night that stopped. So we put it away. Just put it back in a tote and everything. It's in storage. But I'm like, I've had this thing. I was counting. I'm like, oh, that radio is like 40 years old, at least. So I was like, it's got to call an antique by now. And this is just plain water. So, yeah. But that was the radio I had. So I would sit there and listen to those stories, and I wake up and I'm like, oh, it's over with, or very at the very end, listening to it and everything. It's like, okay, get up and go to the restroom and get back in the bed, and you know, all that good stuff. All right, so now he's in Rapid City, South Dakota. So how he missed in the middle of Missouri, I have no idea. Yeah, that was Benton, Arkansas. Unless he's just going heading back that way, I don't know. 'Cause now, so a minute 13, 12 minute he'll be in Rapid City, South Dakota. I want to be seeing Lisa. Yogi on the farm. Santa Claus, they need a new barn. That piggy barn. And I know they fixed it and everything, but still need a new piggy barn. That wind, oh my goodness, that wind. And it knocked down that tree. That was a great mama pig who protected her babies, and Eleanor protected Fiona, or Fiona protecting Eleanor, one of the way, but moving them around so they wouldn't get hurt. Here's something going down the road. It sounds like a tractor trailer thing. You think it's Christmas Eve or Christmas morning, people be home in the bed. Oh, most people, be home in the bed. We were talking about that in the car. They're talking about these movie theory people. It's like, oh my goodness gracious. So they take Santa Claus and everything. They talking about, Santa Claus fell off the roof, and Tim Allen, who played Scott Calvin, put on the Santa Claus suit. So they're talking about the theory of what happened to the Santa Claus that fell off the roof. They said he went back to his normal life before he was Santa Claus, which kind of would probably make sense, you know. So I thought, if they had a character to have the same initials as Santa Claus. And I think Tim Allen was either help produce that or write it or something or another. But he made those movies. He made those movies when he was doing Home Improvement. That was a good show. All right, let's see where he's at. He's in Rockwell City, Iowa. All right, so he's kind of like a zigzagging type thing. That's not bad. I'm going to go ahead and take these off. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen, Vixen, blowing on the reins. Hear the sleigh bells jingle, jingle, all is merry and bright. Hang your stockings and say your prayers, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. Here comes Santa Claus, here. Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He's got a bag filled with toys for the boys and girls again. Peace on earth will come to all if we just follow the light. La, 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 la. Santa Claus comes tonight. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love. Oh, let's see here. I did hear, I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I still don't know all the songs that sing that song. I don't. The tune just, Pine Bluffs, Wyoming is where he's headed to. Oh, walking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Walking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. I don't think that's the words. Mistletoe. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with balls of holly, walking around Christmas tree, with a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. And that song's in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer too. It's not sung as one of the main songs, but it is when the elves are dancing and everything. Ho 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 ho, we are Santa's elves. We are Santa's elves, building Santa shows for each toy, for a toy for each little boy. Girl, we are Santa's elves. We work hard our day, 'cause our work is play. And we won't forget you, we da 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 da. We are Santa's elves. We work special job each year. We don't like to brag. Christmas Eve, we always pack Santa's bag. Santa knows he's good. Do the things they should. Bet you he won't forget you. We da da da. We are Santa's elves. Ho ho ho, ho ho ho. We are Santa's elves. Ho ho. Alrighty. Alright, Santa, where are you at? He is in Holyoke, Holyoke, Colorado. Holyoke, Colorado, because he just left Pine Bluffs, Wyoming. Yeah, we'll have chicken, green bean casserole, sweet potato casserole, um, roasted potatoes, or baked potatoes, and then my son will make him and my daughter-in-law mashed potatoes. I like baked potatoes because I can mash it up and make my own mashed potatoes and put on there I can put some sour cream on there and put some cheese. I'm gonna make some bacon so I can oh yeah, that'd be really good. Take some bacon and cook some bacon, crumble it up, and then make your own loaded baked potato. That sounds really good. Now, I don't know if they'll do mac and cheese. Normally, we've cut out a lot of things we used to do on for Thanksgiving and Christmas because that was just too much. It's just the four of us, so it's not like big family like we used to. So we've cut out some things. Now we might have some. They might do corn too, because that's like the KFC potato bowl thing. They do the chicken and the corn and the mashed potatoes and or something else. Oh my goodness. Not potato wedges. It's the mashed potatoes, corn, chicken, something else. We did that ourselves. So that's easy to do too. And a whole lot cheaper. Oh, beans. But we've done it with and then my son looked at it and realized I just take the taco or burrito, tortilla, or whatever, and he can roll it really good, and he takes it and he can put it in his cast iron wok and sear it to where it seals it up. So it's like one of the ones you get from Taco Bell or whatever. We made our own chalupas. You can make your own chalupas at home. That's pretty cool because you can add what you want to put in those. But I remember when those came out. Oh, Dad, he was so funny. What chalupa? I'm like, so we have go to Taco Bell and get those and everything. So, and then you can make your own taco seasoning. And do everything at home. And it's not that, yeah, whatever they say about the food, but sometimes it's just those days or times or anything, you just don't feel like cooking. You just rather just go out to eat or go get it and bring it home. You know, which is good because sometimes, you get tired or late getting stuff done or late for work, overtime at work or whatever. And it's easy just to, and like Monday they went grocery shopping And they got home at a decent time because usually it's two or three stores because not one store has everything we need. So, but they only went to like two stores or something like that. So they were going to come home and cook when they changed it. They go, we're going to have Chinese. Like, okay, that sounds good. I had the cashew chicken and the miso soup. I mean, not miso soup, hot and sour soup. Because that has mushrooms in it, and that one has different kinds of mushrooms and all in it. So I could sit there and take that soup and heat it up, add rice to it, add cheese to it, add all kinds of, other things to it if I wanted, make it a little bit different. But I get the cashew chicken or other chicken dishes because my arm is finally, oh my goodness, this is finally going down. And I'm like, oh, no, it's almost gone away. And I'm like, nope, I'm not going to have any beef to sit there and aggravate it. Or pork. I need to go take this tea bag out of this cup so I can use it. Oh. Santa's got cookies out and a candy cane. And then put carrots out for the reindeer. Wait, where are you at? Amarillo, Texas. So I guess when he went to St. Louis, Missouri, and then down to Arkansas, he just threw all the packages out for Missouri. I don't know. That's the weirdest thing. So yeah, we got a lot of goals I want to set. And I can talk about Hillsdale College has free online courses, from math to history, chemistry, science, uh, even about Bible classes. They are a Christian college, but they have stuff about literature, Charles Dickens, which I got my certificate for finishing that class. So there's one that talks about now it's colonial America, and some of them have only six lessons or classes, and they tell you how many minutes, but they're free. I mean, educate. We need to educate ourselves on stuff that maybe won't taught in high school and stuff. They even have one about children literature and stuff. Now the mathematics is about the theory of mathematics or something another like that. I was like, oh, I can't believe I'm doing this class. That I understood it too. They have chemistry. I think they have physics. One about physics, stuff like that. So it's like really cool stuff. So I want to get back to taking those classes and my other goals is to read. I have these books, and I need to sit there and really start reading them. And then, like I said, I was up tonight. I'm going to take another class from where I got that herbal. So now he's in Dallas, Texas. He was in Post, Texas. Y'all remember that show? Dallas. Who? Da 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 da. JR. And here's the funniest thing. I've seen Mary Crosby on different shows, growing up and everything. She was on Dallas. She'd been on Murder, She Wrote, a whole bunch of other shit. Never even knew or put it together back then that she is Bing Crosby's daughter. And I was like, it wasn't until like years ago that I was like, I had looked her up or something or other. I was like, that's who that is? I'm like, okay. Oh, come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. Now he's in Houston, Texas. The light, the stars are bright, so big and bright. Down in the heart of Texas. La 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 dee, la 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 la. Down in the heart of Texas or state of Texas, something like that. I'll look it up later. Down in the Texas. Da 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 da. Down in the heart of Texas, San Marcos, Texas. Da 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 da. Deck the halls of balls of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la. Now we got our gay apparel, la 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 la. While we tell of old-time treasures, la 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 la. I think I would get that verses mixed up again. Oh, I'm dreaming tonight of a place I love, even more than I usually do. And although I know it's a long road back, I promise you I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents on a tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. So now he's in Kingsville, Texas. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. That is off key. Have yourself. It's not right either. A merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, the troubles will be miles away. Da 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 da. Have yourself. And now he's in Monterrey, Mexico. Yourself a merry little Christmas. That the from now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days. Happy golden days of your faithful friends who are dear to us. Gather near to us. Once more. Through the years, we all will be together, if the fate allows. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Somehow the stitches got off track. Oh my goodness. Neighbors ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening, a beautiful sight. We're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is a new bird, here to stay is a new bird. Sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We say no, man. But you can do the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire. Face unafraid, the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Alrighty. Alright, let's see where he's at. He is in Guadalajara, Mexico. Alright, let's see here. No, don't turn on me. Alright, stop. Trying to zoom out. Alright, so he's been, I want to say 3/4 of the United States, or at least North America. Let's put it that way. 3/4 of North America. So he's got Let's see. Yeah, like he's down in Mexico. Oh, right. So he's still got like New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, California, some more of it's like Wyoming and Colorado. You got Washington and Oregon, Idaho. Remember my states correctly, you know? European Mexico. That's where he's headed to next. Yeah, like the other half, Wyoming, Minnesota, Idaho, Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico, and the rest of Colorado. So he's in Mexico, like he's European Mexico. So I think he still has a lot of Canada left too. Oh my goodness, this thing. Anyway, I just saw that he was. Oh, look at that. I made the earth really small. Hey, well, where is that heat? I understand that. Bring that up where that's at. I'm trying to click on the Santa hat. Okay, that's Guadalajara. Okay, so that's what that's doing that. Okay. Acapulco, Mexico. Come on. I need you to do this. Because I see some places he's been. Oh, that's Alaska. He's been to Alaska. I'm trying to see where all over the world where he's been. But it's not showing me like it usually does. Okay, so there, let's see here. All right, so he's been in Russia. I want to say that's Yulin, Russia. He's been there. Okay, stop doing it. I know you show me exactly where he's at right now. I want to see where he's been. All right, let me go back this way. And the last place is technically, because he still has Colorado, Wyoming. Like I was saying, he's all that to do. All right, so let me see here. Come on. That's that. That's all right. In parts of Canada, he hasn't been to. He has not been to Alaska either. So he's almost done once he finishes with North America. I clicked on the satellite thing that's checking Santa. All right, so now he's in Mexico City, Mexico. I'll stay up for a little bit longer. I'm trying to stay up long so that you know, as long as I can. Let's go. These are Torreon, Torreon, Mexico. I think that's pretty cool. Let's see here. How long? Track Santa. Wow. NORAD's track Santa has been tracking Santa since 1955. This makes it 70th year in 2025. Starting when a misprinted Sears ad led children to call the Continental Air Defense Command. Oh, that's hilarious. The predecessor to NORAD. The commander on duty, Colonel Harry Shoup, played along, starting a beloved tradition of providing Santa's location to kids every Christmas Eve. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my goodness. A Sears ad in 1955 mistakenly published a hotline for CONAD, CONAD, the military command response for North America Air Defense. Oh my goodness. 24 hours, 365 days a year, NORAD tracks everything that flies in and around North America in defense of our homelands. On December 24th, we had the very special mission of also tracking Santa. NORAD has been tracking Santa since 1955 when a young child accidentally dialed the unlisted phone number on the Continental Air Defense Command Operations Center in Colorado Springs, Colorado, believing she was calling Santa Claus after seeing a promotion in a local newspaper. Air Force Colonel Harry Shoup, the commander on duty that night, was quick to realize a mistake has been made and assure the youngster that Conrad would guarantee Santa a safe journey from the North Pole. Thus, a tradition was born that rolled over to NORAD when it was formed in 1958. Each year, NORAD has dutifully reported Santa's location on December 24th to millions across the globe. Thanks to the services and resources generously provided by numerous corporate contributions and volunteers, NORAD Tracks Santa has persevered for more than 60 years. Though the program began due to a misdial number, NORAD Tracks Santa has flourished and is recognized as one of the Department of Defense's largest community outreach programs. Each year, the NORAD Tracks Santa website receives nearly 15 million unique visitors from more than 200 countries and territories around the world. Volunteers receive more than 130,000 calls to the NORAD Tracks Santa hotline from children around the globe. This year, the children and the young at heart are able to track Santa through Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. So that is awesome. I think that's pretty cool. Now he's in Chihuahua, Texas, Mexico. Chihuahua, Mexico. I had a Chihuahua. He's the funniest dog. My I was 13, and one of my mom's customers was two dogs was having puppies. It was Chihuahua, but they didn't wait 6 weeks to give us this puppy. I mean, the puppy was 3 weeks old. The puppy hadn't even opened its eyes or anything, so we had to take it to the vet, get special milk and everything to feed it and everything. So, and he was about this big, about this long, and he was white. So, as you know, he was growing and everything. When he gave him a name, we waited a couple of weeks, and so we could see, and he was like white, like more like an off white, but then he had black underneath his nose, like a mustache. This is a Magnum PI was on. So one day we're sitting here trying to figure out a name for the dog, and I just happened to look up, and I was like, oh, we can name him Higgins because he's short. So we named the dog Higgins. He was such a smart dog. He was so cute. Right? We even got because he was a short haired chihuahua. So, he was always cold. So yes, we had dog sweaters for him. That did not keep him warm whatsoever at all. He sit there still shiver. So we had we built a room, we had a fireplace, and we put a wood stove. And so behind the wood stove to the fireplace, you had to have space. So there was like, I'm gonna say maybe about 8 inches, maybe a foot. He was small enough he could go behind that wood stove and lay between the fireplace, the brick, and the wood stove, so he could stay warm. The black lab we had, he would lay underneath the wood stove because it comes out from the hearth and everything. So that came out a good foot also, and you know it had the black thing at the bottom, so the legs on the wood stove wouldn't be on the floor; it'd be on that. So that's black, and you have a black lab and everything. And then my dog, he would just lay right there at the wood stove, close to it, but not too close. We were sitting there one day, and all of a sudden the little troll, he come running out from behind that stove. He burnt his tail. And so we quickly grabbed him and everything. And actually, we had snow on the ground. I think we would let him go outside. We got him when he put and got in the snow to stop that burning and everything. And we looked at it and called the vet because we had a local vet and they told us what to do and everything. It's like, oh my goodness. Then one time, it was, I want to say in the springtime or something another, and I was at school or heavy school. I come home and not even sit there in the door. And my brother goes, Higgins got hurt. I'm like, huh? Like, what do you mean? He goes, yeah, he was at the back door and coming in. We don't know what got him, but something got his tail and it was blood. He was still blood going everywhere. I was like, oh my goodness. Grab the dog, hold the tail, put pressure on it and everything before you get him to the vet. But he had it was all bandaged up. We don't know what happened to him unless he got his tail caught in the fence from him climbing the fence to get out. Dog. He was so funny. So our neighbor, she comes knocking on our door one day. And I said, yes, Mrs. Shelton. She goes, your dog. She goes, you got to watch your dog. I'm like, okay. So I took the Polaroid camera out there. I said, what is he doing? She goes, he's climbing the fence. I was like, all right, I got to take a picture of this. So it's either my camera or my sister's camera. So I went out there. I snuck out there. And because the fence was on the side of the house. So I snuck out there and I turned and looked, and sure enough, he was taking each paw, putting it in the chain link fence, and he was climbing that fence because he was going to get out to go do whatever he wanted to do. He got to the top of that fence. Alan Higgins! He about fell on the floor and fell off the fence. I went up to him. I said, what do you think you're doing? He knew he got caught. I say, stop chasing those girl dogs. But he did. He would get out. He'd go out in the backyard. He found a way to get out. Santa Fe, New Mexico. He's in New Mexico. New Mexico. And so the day that he sat there and burned his tail was the where's Trooper? Because we couldn't find the dog. He's out, but he lifted up his head and he looked down. I was like, huh? What do you want? I'm in a nice warm spot. I ain't moving. He was just like, okay, we just want to know where you're at. Because we couldn't find him. Here's a big old black dog and you can't find him. So we had fun with those dogs. Now, my dog, I think they don't know if he got in a fight with a squirrel or what. But all of a sudden he just got mean. Not mean, but he was, starting to do things. I was like, what is wrong with you? So my sister and brother-in-law at the time, they took him to the vet. And the only thing the vet said he could think of was that maybe he got in a fight with a squirrel or another dog or something other, because he's never bit anybody. He bit me right here on my hand. And I was just like, but not like bite, but enough that he grabbed my hand. I picked him up by his jaw. I was like, you don't do that to me. What is wrong with you? And everything. So after that, and it was something else he had. Not like dementia or anything like the dogs and or whatever have now, but they put him to sleep and everything. So I was like, okay. So we still had the black lab and the chihuahua. And where do y'all think the doggy slept with? Me. He slept with me all the time. I got a bed and everything. And I would close my bedroom door and my dad opened the door and let the dogs in. So I finally got to a point where it's like I'm going to bed and call the dogs by name. Do you want to come to bed with me? Come in the bedroom with me or whatever. Here they come. So the way I sleep with my covers up around my neck. I've always slept that way. And the chihuahua, he'd sit there, take his head or take his paws, and he'd dig that cover up until he got enough where he could crawl underneath the covers. And he'd sleep at my feet if I was on my side in the bend of your knees. And then the other times he'd be up here on my neck. Like, he was so funny. But he'd be shivering when he comes in my room. I'm like, why are you so cold? You're in there by the fireplace. But he'd be cold. Oh, goodness. All right, so now he's in Durango, Colorado. Colorado. All right. Oh, goodness. He's getting there. Oh my goodness. Oh, I think I can 5 more minutes. I couldn't, but I missed him coming to Columbus. We're busy wrapping Anastasia's presents. Now I gotta remember I put them all on the tree to make sure she has everything. And all. So, but yeah, I had talked about the black lab one time before. It was actually my sister and ex-brother-in-law's dog, but we kept the dog. And he would not train that dog for anything. So every time I would come home from school, I was trying to get up to where he wouldn't jump on me and everything. My dog goes, "You won't train that dog." I said, "Give me 30 days. I'll watch. I'll have him trained." So every time, so it started off, because they'd be in the backyard. I come home, I go in the backyard. Of course, they all run up to me and teach him not to jump and everything else. Within 30 days, my dad watched from the kitchen window. So I went out there in 30 days. When all three dogs came on to me, all I did was put my hands up and go sit. And all three would sit. So then I would say, shake your paw. So they shake, and each one would shake the paw because I was training the big one, but they all did it and everything. And then I would say, okay, and then they could come to me or whatever and everything. And my dad goes, "I can't believe you did that." Like, it's just patience and taking time with them so they understand what you mean and everything. It was so funny though, because I lost 2 inches, 5'4", and when the black lab would jump, I mean, his paws are right here. I mean, he's face to face to me. I'm just like, okay, you gotta stop. And he's a heavy sucker. I mean, not overweight, but he was strong and everything. So now he's in Colorado Springs, Colorado. So cool. Alrighty. We'll see where he's going after Colorado Springs. East Park, Colorado. So there you go. East Park, Colorado. He's almost finished. So, but I'm going to go ahead and get off. I'm going to go to bed. We'll be up in a little bit not a little bit, but a few hours or so to do Christmas presents and everything and see what everybody got. I'll be taking pictures because each box is different from VAT 19, and I'll change it every so often. But like I said, I got a different box, they got a different box, and they've got stuff wrapped, so I don't know everything she got. So that's gonna be cool to find out. So y'all have a wonderful and blessed night. I will see y'all tomorrow night on Christmas night, showing y'all what we got, what Anastasia got. I know what I'm getting. I know one thing. I do know one thing. So y'all have a wonderful evening. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for the chat, the TV watchers and replay watchers. Y'all have a great Christmas. God bless. Stay safe. We love y'all. And we'll see you tomorrow night on Our Treasure Home.